Okay, people in masks cannot be trusted. For example, when we go to a masquerade ball, we all have masks, we dress up in our tuxedos or our ball gowns. And we can't really see everybody's faces until we know who they really are. We put a mask every day, in every situation, everywhere we go, because we hide our true feelings about somebody or about a situation that we're going through. For example, back in 7th grade, I was against this one girl, her name's Arlen, and her posse, because she would always make these front acts in front of everybody that she's the bossy type of person behind everybody else's back. She was this nice girl. I was like, why can't you just stick to one personality or one mask instead of hiding behind two masks? And I was so insecure back then in 7th grade that when she made a comment about me, I said, okay, that's pretty cool. But when I got home, I was like, Mom, I don't know what I'm feeling. Why is this really affecting me this hard? And so every day I go to school that year, and I would always put a happy front mask in front of her and think that there's nothing going on. But really inside, I was freaking out because I had this insecurity. And to be honest, I kind of agree with this quote, because it's hard to trust people who show you one mask and you think that it's their true color. But when you really see who they really are, they try to turn around that mask that they showed you to have you trust them again. For example, I have this friend, her name's Megan, and she told me everything that she was going through. And I listened to her carefully and gave her advice on when she needed it. But there was this one time when she told me that she got into deep trouble, that she couldn't trust anybody because I wasn't there for her. But throughout these times, I've been always there for her and showing her that I did not change my personality for that purpose or for that reason. And I always showed her my true mask, my true colors, and I wouldn't leave her side. Thank you.
I think you've got the idea of a thesis and having a structure and a couple of illustrations to make your point down pretty well. You need to work on your entrance and your exits here, because basically you just start with the quote and at the end of the speech you're finished. And they need to be a little bit more graceful. You want to pull us in first and get us interested in what you're talking about, and then reveal to us what the topic is and what your point of view is on it, and then we're probably going to be more willing to listen to you, and you just kind of dive in head first. And sometimes that works, but I think it's not as interesting a way to pull the audience in as it could be. And at the end, I want to be reminded, what's the point that you were trying to make here again? And you just sort of, and you get to your second example and you talk about it and you say, and that's it. I mean, you didn't actually say that's it, but you pretty much finished. And I think you need a little bit of a summary there to pull the speech together. Now, on the content, I like the two examples that you had. You had some pretty good details on the first one. The second one was a little bit more abstract, but both of them illustrated the point that you were talking about pretty well, so there wasn't a problem there. It would have been good to have a preview at the beginning of the speech, too. Presentation issues. I think your voice projects pretty well. You were looking at us, for the most part, pretty effectively. You seem to be sincere when you're talking to us. Maybe the gestures are a little, you've got some indicative gestures. Everything's fluid. I didn't see anything that is particularly problematic. Everything is fine. Like I said, it's just, I think that the weaknesses that you have to do with the opening and the closing of the speech, and those will be easy things to fix.